If you like this video, please click on the like button. Comment with the names of the movies you would like us to cover next. Click the subscribe button and press the bell icon to get notified of our latest creations. We cover 100 movies from around the world every day. To advertise with our channel, reach out to us. Our contact information is on our channel page. Now, let's move to the plot of this movie.
In the opening scene, a man in a yellow raincoat breaks into a house, causing the resident to flee in fear. He and the man battle for hardly a moment before he kills him. Before leaving, the murderer is seen destroying any potential clues. The victim is later revealed to be Akash Sardana the following morning. The inquiry is headed by Shivani Mathur, a young police officer who is perceptive enough to piece together what happened based on clues. Investigators were told by Akash's sister that he had taken 2 million from the family bank account. But no such money was found. A neighbor later tells that the killer was caught in one of his own selfies. Shivani's superior, ACP Dhiren Yadav, recognizes Arjun Sehgal as the perpetrator and feels relieved to have his chance at revenge. To begin, he has Shivani look into Arjun's history from the perspective of the murder. The cops eventually arrest Arjun and provide him with evidence. He gives a flimsy alibi. And Yadav is relieved that the investigation may finally be closed. But a constable takes into custody a man named Suraj for drunken driving and disorderly conduct, who looks strikingly similar to Arjun. Yadav talks to his attorney friend, who assures him that the situation is hopeless in court and that they will get bail without any trouble. He can only buy himself 2 extra days before they have to be presented in court. The authorities now have 48 hours to collect proof. Both Arjun and Suraj show the same injuries. Arjun, a brilliant engineer, is dating the lovely Janvi in a flashback. However, Suraj is a minor criminal who, together with his friend Chaddi, makes a living by perpetrating cons. Suraj is a criminal, but his legal acumen is on par with that of a top attorney. One of the mob bosses he conned kidnaps Chaddi and holds him for ransom, demanding 2 million as payment for the deception he perpetrated on Chaddi. Suraj gambles away his last handful money but comes out empty-handed. The DNA found at the crime scene matches both of them, revealing that Arjun and Suraj are identical twins in the present day. But the evidence acquired by the police is usually deceiving. The two of them begin relating their tale. Their parents' marriage was falling apart, and their mother took to gambling, which ultimately leads to the couple's separation and eventual divorce. While Arjun did not have the same strong feelings for his mother as did Suraj, the reverse was also true. Being an attorney, their father took away the kids and prevented his wife from seeing them. She grew depressed as a result and ended up dying by suicide. The brothers went in different directions since, and have refused to acknowledge each other's existence for long. Shivani is confident that Suraj is the perpetrator due to his criminal record and flimsy alibi. The old constable tells Shivani that Yadav is out for revenge on Arjun because 8 years ago, Arjun helped his daughter elope with her lover and Yadav tried to pull all the legal apparatus against Arjun, but his daughter testified in Arjun's favor in court. Shivani and Yadav find themselves in a face-off by concealing evidence from each other in order to secure a solid alibi for Arjun and Suraj. 6 months later, the court still isn't sure that one of them committed the crime. But they also can't condemn either of them because of their solid alibi. A few weeks later, Shivani receives Janvi's missing person case file. When Janvi's friend does some digging, she finds out that Janvi went to a class reunion just before she disappeared. Later that day, She gets a text from Janvi saying that she and Arjun are no longer together and that she is getting married instead, to none other than Akash. Because she fabricated Arjun's alibi, she can no longer dispute that the crime was committed for financial gain. After learning of Janvi's messages, Arjun decided to confront Akash. As revealed by Arjun, after a brief altercation, Arjun coerces Akash into telling the truth about his connection to Janvi. They were dating in college. But Akash tells him things didn't work out. He approached her at the reunion, but she avoided him. He then rapes her in his hotel room after spiking her drink. She overdoses on drugs and dies from sexual assault. Akash then pays $2 million to the police to drop the case. Arjun murders Akash out of rage and then flees the scene. After hearing that Arjun had been arrested for murder, Suraj told him that he had cleaned up the scene and planted evidence to divert the police's attention from himself. Suraj assured him that Arjun would not be convicted because he had not committed the crime. Arjun gives Suraj keys to the house he's been living in since they split up,